smoothly. So I think that's the biggest thing for the diaspora. You have to understand that there will be challenges, but within those challenges, there are opportunities. And so,
Memau Achi, to my brothers and sisters in Ghana, Dumelani, Vakayes, to my brothers and sisters in Botswana, South Africa, Kunjani. Hey, to my brothers and sisters in Zambia, to all my brothers and sisters across Africa, the diaspora, welcome. Today I am very excited about this video. Actually, this video was sent to me, it's actually on YouTube, by a friend of mine in the United States. He says, you need to watch this. And I thought, whoa, I watched it and I was so excited. And I thought, well, this is something that I can share. Now, it is about a brother who is a Ghanaian living in the United States, and he's gone back to Ghana to build this beautiful lodge or resort in one of the corners of Ghana. He's going to talk about, so I'm going to share this video, and I will bring to you guys some of the questions that were asked to him, things that I thought actually this relates to us. I mean, it relates to any diasporian who wants to build in Africa, irrespective of what part of the continent you come from. So I will share, obviously the reasons why he decided to build, to go back and build in Africa. We'll share the challenges, the risks, the opportunities that he sees, and obviously an advice to us at the end. And I will come back and talk about what I think about that. This is really exciting. So here we go. Let's have a look. Let's all watch together.
yes. Yeah.
So a lawyer.
Yes.
In the US.
Yes.
Making good money,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And you decided to come home.
Yes.
What was the trigger for you?
I've always had a passion for Africa. I've had a passion for Ghana. And I believe that the private sector has a key role in developing the country. The government can do it all. And so over the years, you come back home and this is where you're most comfortable. Right. This is where the passion is. So I decided to invest heavily in Ghana. And over the past, I would say 20 plus years that I've lived in the States, I always came home. Wow. There wasn't a single year where I wasn't in Ghana. Right. And so to anyone who would listen to me, my law firms, my friends, all I talked about was Ghana.
Wow.
And I encouraged my friends that, look, this is home. It is on us to help reduce unemployment, to help fix the roads, to help fix the healthcare system. To whom much is given, much is expected. And so for me, it was always about doing something that had a significant impact on the country, something that highlighted the country in a different light, because you all know what the perception of Africa is outside of Africa. And so I believe Bridgeview is an example of a place that highlights Africa in a different light.
But I want us to be real.
Yes.
That there are challenges.
Yes.
But the end goal is this.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel really encouraged when I see diasporans doing something in Ghana, because it's one of the things that I think is really important, as we spoke about whilst walking. Because if we don't do it, then who else, right? Otherwise, there's other communities who would take advantage and invest in Ghana whilst we are there still complaining, right? Bitterly that this is not done, this is not done, why? And you've created job opportunities for over 100 people, right? And this is what we need, job creation for the youth,
it's
right?
important.
And especially the community here, they're benefiting from what you're doing. So I want to go back, getting the land for this place. How was it? How did it go? Were there a lot of challenges?
One of the things is that I wasn't naive about the challenges. I didn't come in thinking that, this is the States or the UK where I could, just do a land search and, go through the process smoothly. So I think that's the biggest thing for the diaspora. You have to understand that there will be challenges, but within those challenges, there are opportunities. And so 3 years ago. So I've had projects where I could not be present. What I do is at the end of every day, you send me a video.
Okay.
We're doing FaceTime. Now technology is advanced in such a way that you could set cameras on your site. Right. So I did some of that here.
Okay.
But at least request for a video.
Okay.
Talk to the contractors often. Make sure that every single thing that they're doing is what you want.
Okay.
And so even though these are challenges, I think we're at a point in time where there are solutions to these challenges. I used to hear stories of people building a house and, someone would send them pictures of some other house, right?
Oh, my goodness.
But I think, that's difficult to pull off now. And so just being
very
vigilant,
difficult,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah. Being vigilant, understanding that there are challenges, not being naive and, trying to be as present as possible is the solution.
Did you have family members also looking out
Yes.
for your interests?
Yes, that's important. I had my mother-in-law, I had my father, I had my mother regularly, stop by. I had friends, and they would come, they would critique, we would change it, but that's important. Okay. And I also understand that not everyone would have family here to do that. So I've been fortunate, but I think there are solutions to all of that.
Was it during the time
celebrations, weddings? We just had a massive wedding at the back. We had all, stars from all over, Kanata, Sister Ifia. And it's, just seeing the joy, right? Like just seeing people come up. What I love is when people get down from their cars and immediately they take their phones out.
No, we got out of the car, we were all like, whoa.
Yes, right. and a lot of it, I don't necessarily credit to this. I credit to the beauty of the country.
Yeah.
It's almost as if, they get down and it's the island. It's like, wow. It's like 99% of the country, we've never seen the country in this light. And it's not just this area. I drive, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I drive through Hull, I go to Kumasi, you go to ODANA, and you're like, yo, this is, again, San Francisco, this is LA, this is this is right. But it's underdeveloped. And so to me, if you talk to any of my friends, you talk to any of the law firms that I've been to, all I talk about is the promise of Africa, the beauty of Africa. And I believe that you go to New York, there are more Ghanaian lawyers or doctors than there in this country. If we could invest here, we could make a significant difference.
Absolutely.
All the challenges that we complain about, roads, unemployment, healthcare, we could fix it.
We can absolutely fix it. So to end that, what are your last words to diasporans who are still thinking, I don't think I'm going to do it. I mean, I have the money, but it's too stressful. I can't deal.
Yeah. I would say that if I can do it, anyone can do it. There's nothing special about me. I went to Christ the King, then I went to Persec, then I went to, undergrad and law school. But I had the passion for the country. And if you have that passion, and again, don't be naive, right? Yeah. There are challenges. Don't think this is the States where, right? But with every challenge comes opportunity. Even in the States, they'll tell you, the more risk there is, the more reward, right? Yeah. And so I would call in, and I've been doing this. I've hosted events here where I call on, the diaspora that this is our opportunity. Again, to whom much is given, much is expected. We cannot expect the government to develop the entire country. This is our home. If you're there, you're successful, invested in the country. And, with organizations like yours, I think you're making it easier for the diaspora to understand what the process is, land. And I just believe, look, you come to Ghana in December, right? They call it Dirty December right now. And it's the joy and, everything it's different. Yeah. This is where we're most comfortable. I was telling you, when my kids are here, it's a fight at the airport to get them out, right? And so, I'm hoping over time or I envision that 10 years from now, we're all investing significantly. We're helping the government. We're reducing unemployment. We are building roads. We're building hospitals because the Ghanaians in the States and UK are very successful. Yeah. We're smart. And, I just call them diaspora to invest in the country.
Fantastic. But do you see yourself moving to Ghana full-time eventually?
Absolutely. Yeah. Like I'm telling you, my kids are going to fight with me when it's time to go back. So I'm working.
There you are. I hope you've enjoyed that video. I certainly did enjoy that video. And definitely the lady that was asking the questions and organized the whole lot did a great job. And he definitely enjoyed it and encouraged and motivated to do quite a lot, to do more back home, knowing that a brother like that from Africa, grew up in Africa just like me, living in the diaspora, can actually go back home and do such a beautiful, beautiful resort, build such a beautiful resort. And this is what we want to see. We want to see our stories across Africa of diasporians actually doing things in Africa. There are so many people that are out there, so many brothers and sisters that are actually bringing all this great news to us. And, we are learning quite a lot. But one thing that stood out for me from the video was the fact that this guy was asked, the first question he was asked, why Africa? Because remember, he's still living in the United States, but why invest in Africa? And he talked about passionate about Africa. And every year, the last 20 years that he's lived, in the, more than 20 years he's lived in the diaspora, he actually goes back home to visit, which I think is very important. That's just you and me. Hey, we might not visit as regularly as every year, but our hearts and thoughts are with the motherland. Whenever you have a chance, you travel and you see your relatives and enjoy the weather and enjoy everything that Africa has to offer. That's you and me. We are passionate. That's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's the fact that I'm passionate about Africa. As a voice of someone that is actually living in the diaspora, thinking about Africa to develop, to build in Africa. And this is great. The next thing that I learned from that video was the fact that this guy did not even shy away from actually calling out that there are challenges. Please don't make a mistake and thinking when you decide to go back home, you will be, everything is going to be or smooth as it might be in the West. You might have lived in the West for a long time and forgotten about how Africa works. And then you're thinking, all right, I'm just gonna, I've identified a piece of land, go online and and everything is gonna be sorted. It's not like that. It's not like that in Africa, my brothers and sisters. We have to be aware. We have to be realistic. But with those challenges, know that projects like that can actually be achieved, can be done. And it's all about being determined to achieve that which you have visualized, and all things will fall in place and it will happen. And this is what it is all about. So the next thing that I've learned from that video is the fact that, there are so many ways you can actually supervise the works while living in the diaspora. I keep on saying this brother is still living in the US and they just go to visit back home. But he was able to manage. And he said in the video that you can actually ask for videos every day. Keep on talking to the contractors. I have said this in one of my videos, I think this video that I did, that, when you are thinking of building back home, it's not about just go home, build send money to a relative, and you sit hoping and praying that all shall be well. No. If our brothers and sisters in Africa see that you are determined, they will help you. That's what I said in the first video in this series. And that's what it is all about. Pick up the phone every day, keep on calling, because you are investing a lot of money. And this is the money which your children could use to go and do all kinds of things, or you could invest but wherever you are, but you are investing in the future of your children, creating that generational wealth. The last thing that I actually thought was quite good is actually the encouragement. And it actually talked about the fact that, keep away from listening to the negativity. I know there are people that wants to listen to the negative. If you start looking for negative stories, negative stories about Africa, you will definitely find them. And there are lots of people, and I would say some of those people are actually scared themselves to get involved and start doing work in Africa. And what do? They start spreading negative stories. But hey, we are growing, and one day our minds, our bodies will say, you know what, I need to pack up and go. Let's not be one of those statistics, people that go to Africa and you have absolutely nowhere to go. The reason why we're doing what we're doing is when you decide one day, I have to go to Africa, you will have something to fall on, you will have something to do. It might be a farm, it might be a lodge, it might be a resort, it might be a business running, and that's what it is. Because if you don't have anything and you decide, let's be honest about this, and you decide to go home and you're thinking with absolutely nothing, and you get home, it is hard. First day when you arrive, everybody will come to you, hey, no, we'll help you, we'll do this. 2 days down the road, everybody just disappears and you will be on your own. And possibly go into depression and all that. But we don't want to do that. Anyway, I will end here, and we'll pick up this conversation another day. But hey, remember to hit the like, subscribe button, and press that notification. I am going to put the link for that video in the description box so that you can watch the whole lot and share that video. Share this video as well to as many as you can. God bless you, and I will see you in the next video.